So today we will discuss about the Balmer's formula. That too for the calculating the wave number. Okay, wave number of different series of spectral lines of hydrogen atom. You might be wondering what is these things. So I'll tell you. Okay. So normally I'm just drawing three lines here in the dot. One, two, and or else yeah, I'll draw here. This is fine. So let's take one electron. That also I'll draw here. One electron is here. So this is called my ground state. This is my electron. And this is my ground state. And this is my not meta. I'll make it excited state. Okay. The third one is called the metastable state. So this is not there in your textbook, the metastable state. And this you need not know about this. This is not required. Not required. Okay. So when an electron of negatively charged is given some energy. So at ground state, it has got no energy. So if this electron is given some energy, what happens is that this electron gets excited, which means it feels very happy and it jumps to the excited state. Okay, and it jumps to where? The excited states, the electron jumps. Not to the metastable state, directly to the excited state, it jumps. Okay, and when it jumps, it emits some radiation. The electron emits some radiation. So this is calculated by Balmer. So each state, or let me represent each line, this is called the spectral line. Okay, and each line there are different energies. So while giving out the radiation, each lines there are different energies. So this energy is only described by what? By using the Balmer's formula. That is wave number of different species of spectral lines of hydrogen atom respectively. That's it. Okay. Three lines. So first it's a ground state. Ground state in the sense electrons will be relaxing. There is zero energy. If I supply some energy to this electron, or if the electron gets some energy from any source, okay, it will directly jump to one state that is called excited state. From ground state it will jump to excited. The electron get excited and get jump to what? Excited state. So while jumping from one state to another, okay, from ground state to another state or some other state, Balmer has described some formula. So there is the Balmer's formula. Okay, so this is mainly for the what? Clearly given wave number of different series of spectral lines of hydrogen atom. So what will be my wave number in this? Okay, so wave number we have discussed already, but if you want, I'll discuss one more time here. Number of waves per unit length. Unit length in the sense lambda I will take it as wavelength. So 1 by lambda nu bar, that is my wave number. Okay, so using this I will write on the Balmer formula. So generally it is given as 1 by lambda is equal to Rydberg constant R meaning Rydberg constant 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Obviously n2 should be greater than n1. So this is my formula which I'll draw it in a box now. 1 by lambda. That is my wave to calculate the wave number of different series of spectral lines. That's it. Okay, so what is 1 by lambda? Wave number. Correct. And a very important question for the board exam as well as for the entrance examination. Every year, one question is asked. That I can guarantee. A simple question where we can get the answer just like that. Where in the entrance sessions, I'll be doing the problems also based on this. So, first one, Lyman series. Okay. The same formula 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. For Lyman series, okay, n1 will be always 1 and n2 will start from 2, 3 up to infinity. That's it. 2, 3 up to infinity. And we should know one more thing, 1 by infinity value is always 0. Okay. Whereas in entrance, suppose same kind of question is given in entrance, we mostly use which one, we use the 1 by infinity value. We take the last step and do it for calculating the wave number. So here, just to substitute here in Lyman series, 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by n2 square. That's it. This is for the Lyman series. Okay, but the guy who has discovered is what? Balmer. So he has given his own name for the second one, that is the Balmer series. Lyman, Balmer, Paston, Brackett and Fun series. So totally 5. Balmer series, the n1 will be 2. The previously the n1 was 1. Here n1 is 2 and n2 starts from 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. So same formula. 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n2 square. So guys, in the examination, they will give 2 series, either Lyman and Balmer or Paston, okay? And they'll tell you to compare these things. Already we have done this in class 11. Third one, Paston series. Paston. Okay. So in Paston series, n2 is equal to what? Sorry, n1 is equal to what? 3 and n2 starts from 4, 5 up to infinity. So I can write 1 by lambda is equal to Rydberg constant R into, and all of these Rydberg constant values in the examination they will give you, no need to worry. Okay, and mostly we won't be using it also because it will get cancelled during the problems. So no need to worry about the Rydberg constant value. 100% of the time it is of no use. Board exam you have tried these things. That's it. Fourth one, bracket series. So here n1 will start with 4, n2 with 5 up to 5, 6 up to infinity. So 1 by lambda is equal to, this is my lambda, okay, here also. Rydberg constant into 1 by 4 square minus 1 by n2 square respectively. The last one, the fund series. P remains silent, fund series. N1 starts from 5 and N2 obviously from 6, 7, 8 up to infinity. So 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by 5 square minus 1 by N2 square. So guys, one of the questions is gonna come and I'm only gonna do those things which will come for your board exam or entrance. Okay, I'm not going to do any other extra questions. Fine. So if I just want to compare, let's take this Lyman series. Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. And I have drawn something called here. So here N1 will be what? Equal to 1. In Lyman series, 1 is ground state. Correct. Then up to infinity, it can go to excited state. That's the only thing here. Fine. What I'm going to tell you will come for your entrance. This is mainly for the entrance formula. So I was talking about the electron jumping, right? Correct. So when an electron jump, I'll write down words. When an electron jumps from nth orbit, number of possible spectral lines emitted. There is n is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2, where n is the number of orbits and capital N is the number of spectral lines. So this they will ask what is the number of spectral lines in your examination. N is equal to n minus 1 by 2. That's it. Simple thing. Okay. And then they will ask something called region in electromagnetic spectrum, UV, visible, radio waves and all. Okay. So only for the things which are going to come for the entrance, that only I'm going to write now. I'm not going to write everything and make you confused. Because the main problem with us is there is a chance for us to forget. So whatever is being asked in the entrance, I'm not going to write the entire thing. Layman. So which is going to ask? Layman thing. Okay. Electromagnetic spectrum. So better I will make a table for this. So it will be easy for you. Whatever is been asked for the exam, that only I'm just going to write. Same thing you will get in the entrance. So this is a series, okay, Lyman series. And here in the top, I'll write down region in the electromagnetic spectrum. Because I don't want to write the entire thing and make you confused. So Lyman, ultraviolet, UV, that's it. Then comes our Balmer, then fund. So leave out fund. I'll write, there is one more thing called Humphrey. So that has been asked. Okay, one more series. It starts from N1 is equal to 6. Humphrey. Okay. So normally the textbook is may not be given. So Balmer is in visible region. The Humphrey is in radio waves. And if you're wondering about others, how to remember, I'll tell you. Others, other series. You should just write infrared. That's it. Memory tip. So if you know these things, which one? Lyman Balmer, Lyman ultraviolet, this is visible, this is radio waves. Others are all in infrared. So no need to study others. Humphrey was asked one of the entrance section in 2016. Okay, so that's the reason I just gave you this. Fine. I think in IIT, I think so. IIT paper. IIT or NEET, I'm not sure, but in 2016 paper it was given. So this chapter is all about formulas and remembering them and applying it. Okay. One more thing which I'll write, which is generally asked in the examination. The energy of the electron in the nth orbit of hydrogen atom. Okay. So that is En, energy at the nth orbit, minus m e power 4 z square by 8 epsilon naught square n square h square. Now for hydrogen atom, z is obviously equal to 1, correct? That I'll write here. Z is equal to 1 for hydrogen. And mass. Mass is nothing but 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. Okay. So this for the entrance, we may have to study this. They may not give it. Electron. Electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus electron charge. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Epsilon naught value. 8.854 into 10 power minus 12. That's enough. And H is nothing but Planck's constant. 6.625 into 10 power minus 34 joules. So if I substitute these things, I don't want you to memorize this thing. Okay, if I'm substituting all this value, one more thing which I will get, that is this one, that will write here. Energy in the nth orbit is nothing but what? Minus 13.6 by n square electron volt. This is the formula which you have to study, not the bigger one for the entrance examination. This one we have to study, not the above one. But it's always best for us to know the values of these things. Fine. And here, if you ask me what is n value can go from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Correct? If it is for Lyman, if it is a Lyman, I'll take 1. For Balmer, I'll take 2. Then Paschen, I'll take 3. Bracket 4, Fund 5. And Humphrey, I'll take 6. So like that. So you have to remember those values, that's all. The last one. Prove that, so this will come for the board exam. Prove the Bohr's quantization rule of angular momentum using de Broglie hypothesis. So my simple question to everyone, is light both particle or wave nature? So light acts as both particle and wave nature, correct? So the guy who brought the wave nature in this, that is Mr. de Broglie. So according to the de Broglie, correct? Electron revolves around what? Nucleus. Electrons revolves around the nucleus, exhibit wave nature. So this is what we have to remember. Okay. So that is a circular path described by the electron contain n number of wave. So which means if you're taking the circumference here, if I'm just drawing a circle here, circumference. Circumference of a circle is what? 2 pi r. 2 pi r is equal to n times. There is n, the number of orbits here, into lambda, wavelength. That's it. So this lambda is called the de Broglie wavelength. So from this, what I get, but we have got a de Broglie wavelength. This is right here. Lambda is the de Broglie wavelength. And this lambda is equal to h by p, or h by, what is p? Momentum. Momentum is nothing but mass into velocity. Okay, so m is the mass of the electron. Those who don't know this, m is the mass of the electron. V is the velocity of the electron. Velocity of the electron. So if I'm just substituting this h by mv here, 2 pi r is equal to n into h by mv here. And if I just bring this, I'll just circle it down here. This circled one 2 pi. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it to this side. Okay, and this mv I'll multiply with r. So I'll get mvr. I'll get what? mvr respectively. So I'll get mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. Correct. This mvr is a thing called what? Angular momentum L. Or else I'll write next page. Angular momentum. That is mvr. This is equal to nh by 2 pi. That is L. So L is equal to nh by 2 pi. This is my L, nh by 2 pi. Write it down. So this is the my Bohr's quantization condition.